at the bar. We're still at the club in the private booth. We're all a little bit tanked up because it took Sam an hour to find the information in the Matrix.
Gundar's having a drink.
Everybody's a little bit drunk.
Gundar's still sat in the corner, I think, and Tacoma is sat behind her pile of vodka glasses. It's like sideways grinning at people. So yeah, I think if we get into scene, we're still in the club and we're sort of finalising our plan and trying to bring Gundar in on it, but at the same time, like, if he still wants to sit in the corner and chill, then we'll inform him on the drive over or whatever when it's less sort of sensory overload.
Gundar may be silent, but Gundar understands what's going on.
Okay, cool.
Gundar would like to order a plate of nachos to consume as everyone waits.
Okay, Eclipse will go to the bar and buy some nachos for Gundar and then return with them, so he doesn't have to venture forth across the dance floor and have to deal with all that.
Does Eclipse fear Gundar's dance moves?
No. Eclipse fears Gundar freaking out.
Gundar still has shades on to prevent bright lights from distracting him and turning him into a rage-filled monster.
Okay, I think the music's still quite loud as well, though.
Gundar has earmuffs on.
Just imagine this massive troll sat in the corner of this nightclub looking really sort of hardcore, and then you've got like these pink fluffy headphones on your head to sort of drown everything out, and a pair of like really girly pink flower shades on to sort of protect you from the light.
Gundar is upset that you would think that they were flowery sunglasses. They are star-spangled and glittering.
I approve of this.
Things are gonna get fun when the flashlight starts flying.
You're gonna fit into that rock gig just fine tonight.
Gundar is reminded of Avengers
your
movie.
Contact list yet? You have a fixer. Your connection is a 2. His loyalty is a 4. So that means he won't be able to get a lot of big stuff himself. He'd just be able to get the basic runner gear. He may know somebody else, but he's very loyal to you. You know, you saved him or something. So,
okay, cool.
You at least have a fixer.
Yeah. While all this is happening, would Sam dex in and download some Humanist propaganda audio files?
Okay. I love it, man.
Were you able to see the Were you able to see the thing that I shared? Whenever you want to check in, basically, just run a Google search, and I can filter your search based on successes for what you're looking for. But you know, like you type in the name of your Mr. Johnson, you're gonna pull up all kinds of different information. None of it's accurate. So that way you can have a little bit extra, you know, real life experience when you're decking, basically. I mean, if you need to find Jane Smith, you know, Bush, you can look that up on a Google search on your home computer, and then that's what your hacker is, the information your hacker's finding. And your various skills will narrow down the results to get as closer, you know, as close as you're allowed.
Does Barsil help in getting any of this equipment as well? Because I seem to remember that was his thing, like, if we need a truck for the job, he's the one who can find it for us. So does he help us with any of this equipment?
He will pay for it. He can get you in touch with somebody.
Okay, yeah, Eclipse is also sitting with Gundar and asks if Gundar wants anything for the job as well.
Gundar, as he munches upon his tasty nachos and spits out the olives which seem to have been placed on them. Gundar does not approve of said olives.
Okay.
He says Gundar is ready to go whenever Gundar needs to go. I do not need anything.
Alright, sweet. Okay.
Gundar makes his dance moves.
Gundar needs to shake his booty, that's for sure.
Going out to the dance floor and throwing the robot.
Okay, did Sam get that stuff or not then? The Humanist stuff?
And then
you say six days?
While he's doing that, it should be 6. And while he's doing that, Barsil can get you the EMP And if Sam can't get the humanist information, he can get you that stuff through connection.
So we get the EMP. How many of them do we get? Do we get one or two?
I'm able to get one.
You only get one. Okay, cool. So EMP times 1.
Yeah, Sam rolled 4 1s, a 3 and a 5.
Oh, that's awful. Not only did they not help you, they're going to be looking for you because you're an orc trying to get, some of their information. You didn't make it.
I'm not looking for their information.
Be
I'm just looking for pre-recorded speeches. Like stuff they've done in the past.
Okay. You're not
Gundar will
find
protect you.
anything at all that you're looking for. You had 4 1s, and that's a pretty bad failure. I said with 4 1s, you had a pretty bad failure. So you're not going to be able to find anything you're looking for.
Can I roll again, or is that it? Like, can I keep looking?
How much time do you guys want to... Yeah, go ahead. Eventually you will find something. I'm not sure exactly what you're looking for, but through continued searching, you can find whatever it is you need, but you get the feeling that you may have caught someone's attention in doing so. I mean, it's not hard. It is difficult if you're a troll or an orc. It's not hard if you're human to go get a stack of humanist, pamphlets. You can print them out. You found what you needed, but you've got somebody's attention.
So do we have the material or not?
At the moment, no, but yes, you can get it all.
I think he eventually finds it. Oh.
Yes, you guys can gather everything that you need. It's just gonna, take you the rest of the night and most of tomorrow.
Yeah, okay, so apart from the EMP, the only thing we really need is the relay drone and the climbing gear, I guess?
Coma can find the climbing gear.
Also...
And then the relay drone,
So,
she'll have to find herself also, since she's the one that's going to actually be driving it.
Also, I would like to refer to my gear list, my starting gear list now, and say that I do have some flashbangs and a taser.
okay, excellent.
So if we need to invoke the plan tonight, the taser would conveniently stand in for an EMP. I already have some flashbangs, and yeah. Also, I have a bit of climbing skill, but very little.
Okay. How are you planning on using the taser as an EMP?
Just zap the generator. Up close.
I will absolutely let you try. That is great. I will absolutely let you do that. I'm not saying it'll work. I'm just saying I'll absolutely let you try it. God, yes, I want to see the little dwarf tase.
Is this the point where we should be worried?
No. Well, I don't know. What's your luck today? Okay, don't let her back at it tasing that generator.
Of course, the plan was that Tacoma would not be on the ground herself. We would have one of the trolls near the. She's instructing others. She would hand her taser to one of the trolls, who would be close to the generator, but she would be assisting Sam and ready to climb on the rooftop if needed.
Gundar cannot operate fancy electronics. Gundar use fist to smash generator.
Yeah, Barcel's got an
I wonder,
tech negative.
How would Barcel want to play out an unlucky dwarf's concocted plan?
Barcel is actually
Gundar have new plan.
Yeah, Barcel's tech negative. It's not really a thing in the new series, but it means if I wanted to take someone else's computer, I'm likely to destroy it. I touch it, turn it on, and its programs are wiped. His equipment has been reworked so it'll work for him, but he has the gremlin's fault, and he's tech negative. He's a magician. He's a mage.
Then why
to make
not?
up for it.
Then why won't?
I can get you the
If
equipment. I
that's
just
the
can't
case-
use none of it.
if that's the case, why won't we just assign him to touch and quote-unquote fix the generator by accidentally bumping into it?
Look at the look in the handbook for the gremlins negative. It doesn't work for a good reason. You know, I can't say, well, I'll just screw up his truck by touching it. What it means is I'll go up to, try to disassemble a computer and electrocute myself and be twitching on the ground while an alarm's blaring out of the computer.
It's a so
fault.
It's kind of like washing your car to invoke rain does not work.
Right.
Okay.
So Tacoma's got the flashbangs, Eclipse has got the EMP. The only thing we need to find really is the climbing gear and possibly the relay drone.
Right. Toma will have to do both of those.
If we had the drone, we may not even need the climbing gear.
Should we leave the club finally and see if we can find this stuff en route?
Sounds good.
Are we in agreement there? Eclipse looks around at the team. I think we're leaving.
You can find the relay drone. It won't be an issue. Yes, basically all your supplies, except for you only get one EMP, will be able to be acquired by tomorrow night. If you want to do it tonight, you only get about half of what you need.
We need to do it tonight, really. Because the gig's only happening tonight, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So I think we need to just go in with what we can grab and...
Alright, that'll be climbing gear, signal booster, relay drone, half of the explosives, the flashbangs, and whatever you can make yourself as far as humanist leaflets.
Okay, so we get everything pretty much, apart from...
You won't have the EMP, you won't have the humanist stickers, you'll have half of everything else.
Okay.
What I typed in before, can I invoke Tacoma's artisan skill and scribble some humanist slogans on napkins and coasters?
You can.
At the bar.
Absolutely, you can go get a giant pile of napkins and do it. I mean, you can have someone bring you an ink pen. It depends if you have any of that, any artistry stuff on you, but you can ask the waitress for an ink pen and for a stack of napkins.
So let's do that. I will ask the waitress for oopsie. I made an oopsie and I need some extra napkins, and I also ruined my pen, so could she borrow me one?
Yes, it takes her a minute, but she comes back with an ink pen and.
Okay, and do I need to roll something?
No, because it's going to look like humanist slogans scribbled by a drunken dwarf on napkins. It's gonna look, pretty good, like a spur of the moment kind of thing. I mean, just remember as you're doing your artwork, this stack of vodka bottles that are accruing on the table here. I'm just saying there's some penalties, but it'll come out okay.
Okay, so we get the crazy looking humanist napkins, I guess.
Yes,
and we all kind of pile out the door. And I don't know, how are we getting around? Because someone, I think, Barsil, you had a car, right?
Yes, I have a 2-seater car.
And okay, and I've got the motorbike, so someone can jump on the back with me. That just leaves one. Has anyone else got a vehicle?
Gundar will fast travel to location.
I'm sorry, Gundar, it doesn't work like this. And Eclipse rolls her eyes a little bit. So, I'm sorry, Gundar.
Can I ride on your motorbike? No,
yeah,
actually, I think it would be it would make more sense to send Tacoma with Sam and Barcel, because she's standing by the backup Sam.
Do you guys want to take a cab?
Yeah, let's just put Sam.
Gundar will call colleague, and Gundar will take.
Let's put Sam and Tacoma in a cab to go get the drone and what they need to get. Gundar can ride with me. My car's built for trolls, and then Eclipse can ride her bike, and then we can get where we can split up and get what we need to get. Meet back at the building. Pick which building you want to hit based on the little map of the warehouse, and we'll meet there. Surreptitiously.
Okay, so Eclipse and Sam are on the bike. Tacoma and are Tacoma and Sam going off together, or are Tacoma and Gundar going off together?
It's gonna be best for Tacoma and Sam to go, since they need to get the drone that he can use, that she can pilot and he can use.
Okay, cool.
And that
Gundar's
leaves
only
Eclipse,
muscle.
and Gundar can ride with Barsil because the car fits.
All right.
We're basically with Eclipse.
So,
We're divided into
Eclipse.
two. Eclipse, Gundar, and
All right.
Barsil are together. Sam and Tacoma are together.
All right, fantastic. So yeah, Eclipse jumps on her bike, puts on her helmet, I guess. She got a helmet? I don't know.
You don't need
She
one.
puts on her helmet. Okay. Well, for her own safety, she's gonna wear a helmet anyway.
Good idea.
Because yeah, safety first, yo. Don't want to be a Shadowrunner and end up as pavement pizza. So yeah,
I don't hide you from cameras.
well, yeah, definitely. So yeah, she puts on her helmet and prepares to follow the troll car to the factory or to the warehouse.
The two trolls and the elf that will get there sooner can get set up a little better. Could even go into the warehouse if you want while we're waiting on the others. We'll say we've got an hour and a half of game time to do whatever it is you want to do ahead of the other two with the drone.
Okay.
If you want to just sit in the warehouse and watch it, that's absolutely appropriate. It's whatever you want to do. You're in charge of that. You and Sam you and Gundar.
How are they going into? How do they get into the warehouse?
I didn't think we had tickets.
That's what I'm
We
saying.
have to just sort of hang around outside.
Right. It's whatever you
Gundar
two want
has
to do.
underground contacts.
I mean,
well, in that
honestly,
case,
two
I guess,
trolls and an elf can get in.
Well,
if you
get
wanted
used to
to.
warehouse. Get into that.
Choking on
if
Google.
it's up to Eclipse doesn't want to necessarily go inside, but she kind of sees the advantage that if we had people inside, it would probably work better. But as this deviates so far from the original plan, I think she's just going to hang around outside and wait for the others to arrive.
Yeah, thing is that last time we established that we can't get in, so we kind of
Right.
set everything up, assuming that we can't get in.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
Since we
cannot
have the
get
drone,
tickets.
we should try breaking into the adjacent warehouse. See if it's empty.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah. So Sam calls Eclipse on the comm link, and it's like, "Hey, do you want to try getting into the building next door? We're gonna be a while."
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I say I turn I find the car that the trolls are in, and I open the window, get them to roll it down, and I say, look, we gotta try and find this building next door that we can sort of get into and sort of scope it out a little bit, make sure it's all clear for the team to do their thing.
Our door's locked. Gundar nods in agreement and pulls himself out of said car and then moves towards the building.
Okay, cool.
And keep in mind, even at the building next door, there's only like 20,000 people around this warehouse. You can get in, but there's still a lot of people around. You got to figure out how to do it without getting noticed. Otherwise, you're going to have a second party going on in this other building.
As
There's no guards, but the building is locked. It does have security, just the basic security and alarms. But there's a shitload of people about too.
As Barsil and Gundar get out of the car, Eclipse takes off her blouse and everything, and her chameleon suit is on underneath.
Oh man. And from now on,
Okay,
Barsil
and,
is just a
then-
tag along. I'm just here to back you up and be your medic, unless you directly need me.
So yeah, Eclipse stuffs all her clothes into the sort of saddlebag on the bike, and then joins Salmon joins Gundar and Barsil as they're sort of scoping out the building. And I say to Gundar, what do you think?
Gundar believes that I can cause distraction while you can sneak in with your sneaky suit.
Okay, I think we can do that. I think the other thing, we need to replicate this so the others can get in as well. So...
Yes, Gundar will have to save some dance moves for later.
Gundar no dance. Gundar will cause big distraction by bench pressing Truck, and everyone will be amazed at Gundar's strength.
Okay, when Gundar says this, Eclipse nods and she laughs a little bit and kind of... I guess the building that we're trying to get into has got sort of like a setback door, if that makes sense. Like the door's set back a little bit from the street.
Its layout is going to be exactly like the one you're trying to break into. And there's going to be people all around it. I mean, it's not like a back-to-back person-to-person crowd, but there's people all around trying to get to this concert and hear it. But this layout and interior of the building is going to be the exact same as the one I sent you for the other warehouse.
I chant the song of my people to gather crowds around so that they see that I am lifting said truck way over my head, believing that I used to be an old ring fighter. So I believe that the crowd would understand me if they did know about troll fighting, that I was an exceptional fighter many years ago.
Yes, you can pretty much do whatever you want with this truck. What are you...
I love you so much for this, Roo.
Eclipse, what are you doing while he's obviously distracting everybody? You know, he's got a chanting crowd that are trying to pick up 2 trucks.
Okay, well, so while this is going on, I take a look at the lock, and I guess I'm gonna try and get in via picking the lock.
What I would like to do as Gundar will see him begin to pick at lock, and I will expertly throw said truck that I have to obscure Eclipse to begin to pick up another said truck, and then chant to the members of the crowd who just believe that they are stronger than Gundar, and Gundar will lift new truck with people inside and take for a great ride around building.
Before you do that, go ahead and roll your agility to make sure you don't squash Eclipse with the truck you just tossed to. I'm going to set this truck right over here and block the crowd and pick up the other one, and look, my elf is paced. So whatever your agility is, roll that to make sure you don't paste your elf.
Yeah, so I hear, out the corner of my eye while I'm fiddling with this lock, I see a shadow approaching quicker than maybe it should be approaching behind me, and I just managed to turn my head in time to see it land a couple of feet away from me, and you hear a distinctive and Eclipse sort of just, her eyes really wide, goes back to the lock she's picking, and in her head she's thinking, man, this team are fucking crazy, man.
But you've got better cover now, so what do you roll there?
Yeah, that is true. I don't think she's thinking about that, though. I don't think Eclipse is thinking, you know what, this is really good for cover. She's thinking, damn, this is really bad for my trousers.
Yeah, you definitely, you've bypassed, the security was not an issue. Not only are you in, with the truck there,
I infiltrated the shit out of that building.
Everyone else can get in easily, too, because now the truck's there, you've got the door secured with your own passcode now. Everybody can get in the building when everybody gets there.
Fantastic. And I comlink all these details to the others, and I say, but in really sarcastic tones, like, great work, Gundar! Like, I'm really kind of not happy, but at the same time, I don't know if he's going to pick up on it.
Gundar winks to voice in head, saying, Gundar nods and agrees.
Okay, cool. And on that note, can we quickly swap back to DR and Law?
Yes, and we'll finish that up and get everybody back to the warehouse, and then we'll have to cut it short. But yes, let's get everybody back to the warehouse.
Okay, cool. Alright, so I'll be back soon.
We are approaching.
Alright, you guys don't want any just you go get what you need to do and you hit the warehouse?
Yep.
Alright, sounds
No
good to
extra
me.
stops. Just pick up the gear, head to the warehouse, and set up shop off ground if possible.
Okay,
So
when you guys get
if the
there,
adjacent warehouse, yeah.
when you guys get there,
Yeah.
Barsil tells you which door to come into since Knux is gone. Then you guys roll up to that garage door that it shows on the map, and he pulls it up. You guys can get through the crowd and get in. He re-secures the door, so everybody's inside the warehouse with your equipment, except for maybe Gundar, who's giving free ride.
Will we be able to get to a higher ground and observe the other warehouse from windows or something?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or would we still
you've
have
got
to
full
get the roof?
control of the building you're in.
Okay, so we head to one side that should, according to the map, should house similar office spaces as the adjacent warehouse, so that we can be in the warehouse, look out of some sort of window space, and observe the other warehouse, but be still inside.
The office building in the warehouse you're in is at the opposite end of the building from, like I said, the layout is exactly the same, just one building over. There are some, high up ventilation windows. You guys can get up there into the rafters and at least look on the other building, but you can't see anything. There's no windows into the other building's office. But you can see, where it should be based on the building you're in.
Yeah, we don't even need the windows in the other building. We just need the windows facing the other building so that we can somewhat see what's happening.
Yeah, I mean,
We
you guys
launched
get
the
on
drone
the
out of
roof
one of those
easy
windows.
enough. What was that, Sam?
Then, in that case, let's get onto the roof of our warehouse right away and set up shop there.
Are you guys currently in the warehouse next door to our
Yes,
target?
and we are heading
Okay, so
to the
we're all
roof.
together now, yeah?
Yeah, and we are heading to the roof of our warehouse. Tacoma is getting to the roof and setting up the drone, but leaving it on standby until it's confirmed that we actually need it.
Well, using the drone would be preferable to actually going over there.
But have we checked? Maybe we can get the signal from this side without any extra measures.
Okay, so tries to connect to the comm unit from where he is, which is on the roof, close to the target building.
I'm following Sam and Tacoma up to see how the whole drone thing goes, and once that gets launched, I'm gonna go back downstairs.
Okay, what's Gundar doing?
Benching 2 trucks.
Okay.